great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Mountaineers will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to...
It's a running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking for space, it's Hawkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cowboys!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Here we go.
Pulls it on the option. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to run for it. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to get it to the marker. Crosses the 35. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The extra point here would tie the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Turning it on. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Now on the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Hawkins. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This third down a little longer after that penalty. On the draw, it's Hawkins. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, this offense isn't all about the pass, right? Like, they're the top 10 in passing in college football, and I think they get all the shine. I love when you come out in a football game and create balance. I like running the football to complement this great passing attack.
The Cowboys looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, fourth down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting them.
Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Cook. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. He's brought down if the 16 would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Hey, move. Go.
They feed him again. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Hawkins to throw for it on 4th. Picked off to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
A run for the quarterback. There's a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with...
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. Great job by the back on the option. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just
going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. There's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Third and final timeout call by West Virginia. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll take it himself. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Illini with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This coach knows the importance of that win. It gets him to 2-2 on the year after a nice road victory. Here now some other games you may have interest in. So
breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Strachan. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert, looking to take a shot. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in with one hand. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot.
Finding some room. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Well, this running right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Throwing, Hawkins. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And they're feeling themselves a little bit, right? Just make a big play, and I like it. Try to keep the momentum going. Try to capitalize. Make another big play. Taking the big shot down the field. This offense is going to be aggressive. You can tell.
Snap to the back. Hard running there. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him.
Hits the afterburners. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They take the lead with the 6.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Cook. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
Black 14. Black 14. Ready, go.
Hawkins. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Caught in the backfield. It's Francis. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. They'll move the tight end. Again, it's Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Black 88. Move, move, move. Hey, move. Where did he go?
Michael Hawkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. This time, he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down.
Ray, 97 box. Red, check. Blue, 92 Haymaker. Blue, 92 Haymaker. Ray, 98.
Trying to do it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, Mountain. Mountaineers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the Mountaineers regain the lead. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here.
This guy's got the ball in his hands. He shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll run it again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Quarterback making adjustments. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the 1st down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
And the Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They move on top here in the 4th. He scores for the 5th time in this game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Swings it out to the flat.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Full verts can stress a defense like crazy if you can protect your quarterback. They didn't protect their quarterback. Defense got to him quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
Soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Now on second down. Anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And I'm okay with that shot right there. Like, this is the perfect...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll pull it down and run. Chased out of bounds, and he is short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs, and the defense snuffs out the threat, and they'll get the victory. They can kneel it out from here if they choose.